Income tax for BCom 2024 to 25 Unit 5 already have completed up to problem number 24. Important problems I am discussing. Now today I am discussing problem number 26 and 28. These two problems are also important. So now let's see problem number 26. Sri Sadhu Ram is holding the following assets in his business. Business के लिए assets use कर रहे हैं for the last 23 years. He sold the asset during the previous year. So two conditions are satisfied here for the short term capital gain. That is, the asset should be used for the business purpose and it should be sold in the previous year. So calculate capital gain and tax liability under default tax regime. If his income from house property is 84,000 is the house property is given to us separately, and the assets book value is given, selling price is given, and selling expenses are given. So building is 23 lakhs 15,000, machinery 11 lakh 5,000, furniture. So in these assets 4 items are given to us. So short term capital gain assets are only for the depreciable assets. So building, machinery, furniture are the depreciable assets, whereas land is the fixed asset. It is not a depreciable asset. So for the land we have to calculate long term capital according to index. Capital cost of acquisition we calculate no index number that we have to calculate for the land. So like that little bit confusion will be there in the problem, so you have to practice all the problems. There is a new point in each and every problem. So in this problem 4 assets are given. For 3 assets we have to calculate short term capital gain. For the short term capital gain no index will be there, directly consideration minus selling expenses, net consideration you will get minus purchase price or the book value. If the assets are depreciated book value you have to minus, then you will get the answer short term capital gain. Whereas for the land you have to calculate the index number, and cost of inflation of the all the assets is given as 100 rupees. So cost of inflation is this is used only for the land, not for the building, machinery and furniture. So now let's move to the problem. First you have to write down the note. Building, machinery, furniture are depreciable asset, thus gain arises called as short term capital gain. Whereas land is not a depreciable asset, that the gain arises called as long term capital gain. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू राइट इनटू द नोट दिस पॉइंट. इट्स क्लियर. पहले आपको नोट लिखना है कि बिल्डिंग, मशीनरी, फर्नीचर डेप्रिशिएबल एसेट्स है, इसलिए उनका गेन जो अराइज होता है वो शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन है. लैंड नॉन डेप्रिशिएबल एसेट है तो उसको लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन. लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन को अपने को इंडेक्स निकालना रहता. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन बोले तो डायरेक्ट परचेस करना रहता, अपने को परचेस प्राइस माइनस करना रहता. लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन रहा तो इंडेक्स निकालना रहता. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. So here we have only short term capital gain arises from 3 assets only, no? So that's why 4 column you required: particulars, building, machinery and furniture. Now consideration receipts for the building, machinery and furniture we have taken, which is given in the question directly. We have taken that amount 35 lakh, 10 lakh, 90,000, 30,000. It's clear, no? Now transfer expenses you see. 2% for building it has given, 8%. So on this price only you have to calculate. On the selling price only you have to calculate the transfer expenses. So 35 this is not working. So 35 lakhs into 2% directly you will get 70,000. Now 10 lakh 90,000, 8% you do, you will get 87,200. 30,000 into 15%, 4,500. So like that you will get the selling expenses or transfer expenses. After minus deducting from consideration received, we will get the net consideration. So this is the amount we are getting net consideration for the building 34 lakh 30,000, for the machinery 10 lakhs 2,800, for the furniture 25,500. Now cost of acquisition is book value only, which is given in the question. Now this book value only we have to deduct. 23 lakhs 15,000, 11 lakh 5,000, 22,000 we have to deduct. But in one case in the machinery what happens, net consideration is less whereas book value is more. So whenever net consideration is less and book value is more, we will get the loss. So in the machinery we are getting the loss of 1 lakh 2,200. So short term capital gain we are getting for the building 11 lakh 15,000, for the furniture 3,500, whereas short term capital loss we are getting for the machinery 1 lakh 2,200. It's clear. Now short term capital loss can be adjusted from short term capital gain. It's clear? So first you have to take the two amounts, gain amounts. Building and furniture we are getting the gain, no, that we have taken. From that we have to minus loss on machinery. So total net we will get short term capital gain 10,16,300. It's clear? सो यहाँ पर अपन क्या करें, पहले कंसिडरेशन रिसीव ले लिए, उसमें से ट्रांसफर एक्सपेंसेस से ये कंसिडरेशन रिसीव के अमाउंट पे 2%, 8% इसका 15% निकाल लेना है. नेट कंसिडरेशन आ जाने के बाद बुक वैल्यू आपको जो क्वेश्चन में दिए वो माइनस करना है. मशीनरी के केस में क्या हो रहा है, आपको नेट कंसिडरेशन कम है, बुक वैल्यू ज़्यादा है, तो जो है सो अपने को लॉस आ रहा है यहाँ पर. तो कैपिटल गेन जो भी रहता उसको लॉस को माइनस करें तो अपने को नेट टोटल शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन आता. ठीक है, तो बिल्डिंग का फर्नीचर का ऐड कर लेना है पहले आपको, फिर मशीनरी का लॉस जो है सो माइनस करे तो आपको टोटल शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन आ गया. ना इनकम फ्रॉम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी दिए ना अपने को 84,000 क्वेश्चन में, वो इनकम फ्रॉम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी दिस we are getting 84,000 is given in the question, no, from in that we have to add short term capital gain. तो अपने को टोटल नॉर्मल इनकम आ जाती. अब लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन का अपने को अलग मालूम करना है. लैंड का जो लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन है उसको इंडेक्स से मालूम करते. फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द इंडेक्स नंबर. सो पर्टिकुलर्स अमाउंट कंसिडरेशन रिसीव फॉर द लैंड इट इज 8,51,000, सेम 1% ऑन दिस 8,510. नेट कंसिडरेशन नाउ इंडेक्स सेम वे. Cost of asset it has given no book value 1,20,000, on that only 1,20,000 into previous year index to 348, and assets purchase index it has given 100 in the question. So we are getting 4,17,600. So long term capital gain अपने को 4,24,890 we got it. It's clear, no? Consideration received, transfer expenses, net consideration. उसमें से क्या करना है आपको, index cost of acquisition 1,20,000 into 348 by 100 लेके जो सो माइनस करे तो आपको लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन आ जाता. सो नाउ कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ टैक्स ऑन नॉर्मल इनकम अंडर डिफॉल्ट टैक्स रिजिम. सो द टोटल नॉर्मल इनकम फ्रॉम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी एंड शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन वी आर गेटिंग 11,300. सो फर्स्ट डिफॉल्ट टैक्स रिजिम मीन्स फर्स्ट 3 lakhs is nil. Default tax regime, and under section 115 BAC if it is given to you in the question, then slab 3 lakhs first 3 lakhs will be nil. This is the, you have to remember, page number A33 is given, no, default tax regime, and under section 115 BAC new tax regime this is. So if this is given to you in the question, this table you have to remember. First 3 lakh will be nil, 3 lakh to 6 lakh, multiple of 3 you remember, hint I am giving. 3 says 6, 5%, 6 to 9, 10%, 9 to 12, 15%, 12 to 15, 20%, then 15 lakh to above income if it is there, 30%. So default tax regime it is given in our question also in the problem number 26. So this is the tax liability, you have to remember carefully. Default tax regime it has given, no. So default tax regime 3 lakhs will be nil. 3 lakh 1 to 6 lakhs 5%, 15,000. 6 lakhs 1 to 9 lakh 3 lakhs will be the difference we are taking. On this difference you have to calculate the percentage, 10%, 30,000. Now 9 lakh 1 to 12 lakh will be there, no, but our income in the given problem 12 lakh less than 12 lakh it is. So balance we have to write down. So 11 lakh 300 minus 9 lakh we are getting 2 lakh 300. It's clear. On that you have to calculate 20%, 40,060 rupees. So total tax is 85,060. Tax on normal income we are getting this, but tax on long term capital gain for the land it has given no 4 lakh 24,890 we got the tax on this is long term capital gain. Long term capital gain we have calculated, no, 4,24,890. So this is our, what you call it, long term capital gain on land we got it. So on that flat 25% tax will be there. So 84,970. Yes. Total tax will be 17 lakhs 38 rupees. On that you have to add health and education cess 6801, 4% we are getting. So total tax liability will be 17 lakhs 6,840. Now check the answer. In this answer they have taken on the index only, that's why they are getting the wrong answer. Maybe you check it here. 4 lakh long term capital gain they are taking 4,17,600, but long term capital gain is not 4,17,600. it is index cost of acquisition we got it 4,17,600. they have taken it as, so that's why the answer may be wrong which is given in the textbook. Tax liability is 17,68,840 we are getting. You also check it once again. It's clear, no? Now next important problem is problem number 28. So let's move and discuss it. Problem number 28. Mr. Murthy sold a residential house in Mumbai for rupees 20 crore 20 lakhs rupees. The cost of acquisition 16 years was 8 lakhs. Cost of inflation 100. After 3 months he purchased a flat. तो यहाँ पर क्या रहता, अगर एक एसेट बेच के दूसरे एसेट को परचेज करे, ठीक है. सो लाइक दैट प्रॉब्लम इज गिवन टू अस. ही हैज परचेज अनदर फ्लैट. सेलिंग एक्सपेंसेस 1 lakh rupees. कैलकुलेट इनकम फ्रॉम कैपिटल गेन. सो दिस इज द न्यू पॉइंट इन वी गॉट इट हियर. इन दिस प्रॉब्लम व्हाट हैपेंस, द एसएससी परचेज द सोल्ड द एसेट बट परचेज अनदर एसेट ऑल्सो. इट्स क्लियर. सो computation of income from capital gain. Consideration received 20 crore 20 lakhs rupees. Transfer expenses 1 lakh. It is given in the question. Net consideration we got it. Now index cost of acquisition we have to calculate. 8 lakhs into 348. Previous year, if it is given in the question or not given, we have to remember 348. Previous at the time of purchase it has given 100 rupees. So 100 only. So 8 lakhs 348 by 100, 27 lakh 84,000 we got it. So this is the capital gain. This is the, if the SHC purchase an asset, then exemption will be there 10 crore. 10 crore exemption will be there under section 54. That you have to remember. New point in this. If the SSC sold the asset and purchase a new asset, then basic exemption is allowed. This note you have to write down. If SSC sold a residential house and purchased a new house, basic exemption under 54 is allowed up to rupees 10 crore. If you get in the short question also, what is a basic exemption under section 54, you have to write down this point. If SSC sold a residential, simple example, you can write it by your own also. So exemption 10 crore. Income from capital gain is 99 lakhs 99 9 crore 91 lakh 16,000 we are getting. So let's check the answer. Problem number 26. 28 we have done. No, 9 crore 91 lakh 16,000. 9 crore 91 lakh 16,000. We got the correct answer. So in this problem, only simple thing what you have to remember. If SSC sold a residential house and purchased a new house, basic exemption 10 crore you have to remember. Then you will get the full marks for that if you get this type of problem in your exam. So all the best for your exam.